Howdy everyone, I'm Buzz and welcome back to Danganronpa, and we're now about to head into the headmaster's office, right? Wait, actually, yep, everyone seems to be around it. Look at this show. Actually, whereabouts is, Coco? What? Unless it's because, it's because we're still trying to find Coco, right? You know what? Okay, let's just I'm gonna talk to Pina first.
Okay.
Sakura's gonna be watching over us, so we're definitely gonna find something to help us bring this to an end. We finally reached the climax, so let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all.
Let's go.
This is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? Let's go! Okay, well it's still locked. It's locked, as expected. So, what are you gonna do?
What?
Isn't it obvious? We're going to tear this door off its hinges. Are you really that strong to do so?
Huh?
But wait, the rules say... We've seen that mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore.
But
like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
so in other words,
then we just have to finish our business before that can happen. How long do you propose that we're gonna be in there, and are you so sure that we're gonna be able to evade this?
hey,
Okay, sure, but
what?
we've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it.
I mean,
For serious? For real, man?
What the heck?
We don't have any other choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
actually,
Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. What about that one? What about that one thing? What are you talking about, Makoto? The thing in the lawnmower?
oh, so
Oh. Why did I immediately go for the lawnmower? I mean, especially because we mentioned the lawnmower earlier, so I thought, okay, maybe... But no, it makes sense, yeah, the pickaxe, yeah.
I see.
Interesting, that could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear now.
Go get the pickaxe and be back here by... If it's 9 o'clock on the dot now, isn't it gonna take her like, I don't know, more than a minute to get here? If it is 9 o'clock on the dot, this time frame is like a little bit unfair.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. By myself?
Naturally.
Surely you'd like to have your me time once in a while, right? Wasn't Bakuya referring to being on your own rather than...
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. I'm surprised you haven't even done that yet. It's like you're literally embracing her I can't believe I'm actually going to say this word. Simpness over you. It's like you're embracing it, or you're using it to your own gain, rather than just trying to erase her already. Which, okay. With that, took a run off. That is a herd of... Oh. Okay.
Hey.
For serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem. It's solved by running away. Find your stones and be... Sure. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger. Okay, well when Garko said that, I did sort of agree, but of course, you know, not always the case. You can't just say, oh, you cannot move forward if you always avoid danger. Like, there's going to be some instances where you have to avoid danger, but you still have to move forward, so it's not as, like, simple as black and white like that. Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. I mean, if you have to... Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. Yeah, we all are. Well, I don't know about Byakuya, but apart from Byakuya, we all are. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flabbergasted. No. I'm totally Flap sauce.
What?
Where'd that come from? Wait, Genocide Jill? Where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I appear.
Who called for you? When? Why? What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I'm supposed to pick an axe? You stupid imbecile! The pickaxe! Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Okay. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes. I see.
I was supposed to get the pickaxe. I mean, there's just one more mystery left.
Have you reached that certain age?
Object X. We're talking about Kyoko, right?
So,
Now what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
You gotta be kidding!
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What did you find? Cut up.
You SOB!
Oh. Really? Okay. A corpse?
Yep.
A corpse in the garden.
What did you say?
Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into. I feel like this is a distraction. You know what? What if the mastermind is watching? And this is a distraction so that we don't go into the headmaster's room. I'm calling it. It's definitely a and it's not a corpse, it's a dummy. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. Question is, if it is a corpse, then whose corpse is it going to be? So, I mean, the only person that's not here is Kaio. I refuse to believe it's Cargo. I refuse to believe that. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I don't want to, but... Oh! I'm... okay. Well, I guess that's one mystery solved. Well, I say half a mystery solved. Now we just need to uncover who that is. I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the? Are they really dead? For sure, but... Who is it? Oh. Oh, okay, so this is like the midpoint now. We've made okay, made it to the midpoint. So this is the this is going towards the investigation part. Okay, just to make things clear. That sounds like someone else. Otherwise, now they're dead. I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. Oh god, this ambience. Told you there's a corpse. You told us, alright. Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right now. However, be ever so careful, as I'll tell him what you might find. I mean, there's a knife though. We need to find out who this actually is. There's no way to tell with the mask. Lift off the mask? Simple as that, just lift it right off. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is total. One thing I do know. Yeah, but why? How did they wind up in here? You're saying it's impossible to find out who is under their with their mask on? Take off the mask. Their heart isn't beating. They're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. But here's the thing. Whilst it may look like a crime, what if it's a dummy? Because, you know, blood can be put there, and that knife, it could be a fake knife for all we know. It looks like it's jabbed into there, but it's actually a knife that's been cut in half to make it look like it. So, for all we know, it could be a dummy. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's still there is still wet. Okay, well I guess it's safe to say that it's real blood then if it's still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. Remove the mask then. Pretty sure it's a... What clue do you have? Huh? How can you tell?
Well...
Of her chest, and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be...
Yes!
Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Took his hand shot out toward the mask, and in the next instant... There's a blinding light and a deafening roar. What did I tell you? It was a diversion. Not in the exact way that I described, but I knew it was something. It blew up. Okay, nice form of repetition then. I mean, I get it. I'm just as surprised as you, but okay. My vision's starting to darken. I'm prepared to pass out. But then...
Come on.
Hurry up, put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. Yeah, perhaps the body was on fire. I took aim and took support her as hard as I could. Thankfully, there was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. Well, I guess that's a care of it. What the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body...
What?
It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done. Yeah, the body definitely cooked. Don't compare to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How can I find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh?
What?
If we consider who's not here, then we'll quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? And that dead body. I don't believe for 1 second it is, though. That can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words...
I'm willing to bet. Then again, the mastermind is very likely to be Muroki. I actually forgot how it's pronounced, but it's likely to be her. I think it's a her. Yeah, her. What?
What?
The mastermind?
What the heck?
Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got job bro. Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if his master is dead, right?
But...
That corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said. So that the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Yeah, but files can also be wrong as well. Or inaccurate. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then that could mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair?
Huh?
Makoto, you shouldn't have said that out fucking loud. I thought you was doing that in your head, but you decided to speak that out loud. What? Why? Like, once again, I get that you're young, Makoto, but like, you need to have a little bit of perspective. You need to be a bit more aware of your surroundings and your brain and just, you know, everything. Goodness me. Oh yeah, okay, so I was right. Makoto is a 16th student at Hope's Peak. But why... Shouldn't this be information that both you and Kyoko should be telling the group together rather than just yourself? This seems like a breach of our deal. I don't even remember if we made a deal. I'm assuming that we did. I have no idea.
What?
What are you talking about? Yesterday, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you better tell us everything you know now. Well, Makoto, why are you literally just spilling the beans? You're just spilling the beans for absolutely no reason. I mean, okay, I get that this body happened, but I mean, maybe the reason why we're spilling this information is because it's necessary? I don't know, it just seems very sudden. It sounded like Kuroko thinks Makuro is the mastermind.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics.
So,
And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds like a mastermind, doesn't it? Does it?
Could it be?
Okay, so, the mastermind is the girl, Makuro. And she's a student here. And she's the ultimate despair. But, if she's hiding like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
I mean, she wound up burnt to a crisp because of our actions for unmasking. So if it weren't for us, then she would apparently be not burnt to a crisp. None of this makes any sense. So just suddenly show up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait.
What?
Are we forgetting something? You know, Toko?
What?
Wait, did she? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized. Oh, she's a... Damn. Oh. For once, I'm kind of unpacking inside. Oh. She survived.
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. You could say that again. Well... Look at the dead body again. I should take a closer to the body one more time.
so,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a... What does gender or sex have to do with anything? Just don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I mean, it's still a dead body. Like, I still don't get why people get gross about, oh, a man touching a woman's body if they're dead. Like, sure, yeah, it can seem a little bit gross, but like, you kind of got to do what you got to do sometimes. I'm not Kyoko after all. You don't really need to be Kyoko to do it though. Anyway, let's just do it. So, key. Wait, wouldn't Kyoko had that key, right? That is a key, right? Something next to the body, it's a key. It's for Kyoko.
so...
Oh, okay, different key then. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know? Mikado, I'm going to give you a very important task. Okay?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean...
So in other words,
I don't think it's going to unlock all of them. Maybe at least one or two of them. I mean, for all we know, it could unlock neither of them. But okay. The biolab, data center, headmaster's room, the dorm rooms. I mean, we're way past the second floor, but I guess I'll check there as well. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? Great. You know, guys, one thing I love about, like, you know, life and everything about life is being a fucking errand boy. Well, first of all, let's just try the biolab to see if the key works on this one. Biolab was definitely locked before. Let's give it a shot. When I went to inside the key I found in the garden, isn't even close to. Ha! That's okay. So it doesn't unlock all of them. Okie dokie. Here we have the data lab or data center. Give it a shot. I suppose I've done it. Hell yes. So, okay. I managed to lock down the data center. I guess all that around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately head back to the. Don't you want to actually look inside first? But again, wait. Not only did the body explode, but because the key was on the body, what if there's also another trap inside of here? So like, in case the body exploded, but nobody got hurt, so then plan B would be to set a trap in here for us. So maybe it would be a good idea to bring someone along with us. Okay, so that's a good plan. Oh, so you're back. Oh, how did it go? I found out which room the key goes to. The data center is down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we just have to go to the data center and find out. I'm probably die in the process. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, it's not gonna huge. There very well might be here. There very well might be. We're just gonna brace ourselves. You're asking that question now? Well, we can't exactly be gonna ask that question when we're in there and, like, you know, possibly dead. We have me. I mean, what do I have to do with this? What?
In other words,
Oh. That's what you mean, right. If we all die, it's basically on me. Which makes sense, I'm the fucking protagonist anyway. Again? Yep. No, you don't trust me, you're using me. There's a difference, Barkle, yeah? Yeah, that's an absolute lie, I'm just Oh, and Toko's in the corner. Well, like... Why do I feel small? I feel small, and I hate feeling... I'm just gonna go in there. I feel... Why does it feel like I'm crouched? I'm not even joking, it feels like I'm actually crouched. Why? I hate this. I feel like... I actually feel smaller than usual. Why? Oh, this is weird. No, I don't like it. Let's just go in. I reached out and put my hand on the door. Closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Monokuma! This... Wait... This is not a data lab or data center, this is a surveillance... secret room. Strange. Makoto, I hate to say this, but I've seen stranger things. I mean, all of the rooms up to now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. Strange description. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Here he extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monsters on the board. Look at what they're showing. Different section. Yeah. This is
What?
the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these minute monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. Well, I mean, the sole purpose is to monitor. Kinda like how the internet has been recently. But to watch us?
Huh?
Then this room is...
It's all clear now.
Mastermind's room. Guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here all along. But there has to be a reason why you're... One... Here's the thing. So, the body exploded. Did the Mastermind or whoever said that really think that it was gonna kill everyone? Maybe that's what the Mastermind thought. I mean, okay. If this game was like actually, you know, written better, then they would have like another trap nearby to sort of like trap us in here. But I don't know if they will go that far. So we'll see. Then I think this settles it.
Huh?
The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mikoro, and she was the Mastermind. Or maybe it's someone who wants you to think she's the Mastermind, and making Kyoko think that she's the Mastermind, but maybe she's not actually the Mastermind. Because maybe once again, maybe Chihiro Alter Ego was right in saying that the Mastermind is a man in his late 30s. Like, maybe that's completely correct.
Huh?
And the Mastermind is dead? Like, really? Really dead? I don't think it would be that easy though.
What?
For serious? The Mastermind is dead? And it wasn't even by Kuya? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? No. I mean, yes, we've only got like this chapter and the next chapter, but it's not over yet. Because I mean, that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. And so who was it? That.
But...
If the Mastermind really is dead,
Whoa!
that means we can fully get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit, come on!
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first, in case there are any more booby traps around. But what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered.
What?
Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
I mean, obviously, because of the knife jabbed into the chest, there is absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered.
But...
Why's it gotta be that way, though? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you!
Yeah, like, that's gonna happen, Taco. The Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. Possibly. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time in here. Okay then, let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. I will admit, it's interesting how Monokuma has not appeared once. And usually, when stuff like this happens, he usually appears. So maybe Monokuma is actually like out of control. But when I say out of control, like, is it like actually disabled and not like in control? Interesting. Why was the mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the edit. Oh, right. Okay. Well, okay. Let's go onto the computer, I guess. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop. High-performance. Can't like my PC. Okay, my PC is not that high. Well, actually, no. It's pretty decent. So I'd say it's high performance. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And those are ego. You may very well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Monitors then. Oh, that one monitor, right? There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And here I thought he was just going to focus on that one monitor like right in front. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. Huh? I really hope that we don't exit with Toko because she's gonna be a flippity gibbetly menace around us. Anyway, we've got TV here. There's nothing showing up on this one. Huh? Hey, look, next to that TV. TV antenna.
How about that?
It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook that to an antenna up, we can watch TV? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning is here, okay. Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
You will stop for info from the outside world, huh? I mean, if you've been cooped up in here for that long, this long, yeah. If the TV was to work and there was a TV antenna to like show us what's been going on, I would absolutely feel the same way. Let me work my magic, and you'll be quantum leaping. Quantum leaping. I actually tried watching that show. I think I like watched the first series and then stopped. Actually, maybe I didn't even finish the series. I can't remember, but I know that I watched it, but I didn't watch much of it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
Monkeys. I do not understand.
I do. I understood that reference.
I mean, is there anything else in here? I'll talk to a hero. So, you think you can fix the TV? Oh, that was me talking.
You know?
Just a little longer. What, you really want to watch TV that bad? Another Saturday morning, get here. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are. My eyes would be too, actually. Do we go onto the TV? Wait. Do we click on the monitor? Or antenna again?
Okay.
Hey, you still don't have the TV fixed?
You know?
Just give me some time, okay? Gotta make sure we drive spaceship safely. I think I know what you're saying, but I still have no idea. I mean, there's nothing really else in here that we can, nothing else. I mean, I'll fine, I'll talk to Taco just for a tiny bit though. And I regret it. Okay, what about Bakuya though? So same thing. Nothing else though. Okay, what about the computer? Okay, so same thing. Yeah. So, do I just have to wait for... Wait, okay, Q? Wait. That's it, okay, that's it. So, wait, what was it? Okay. So, TV, computer. Wait, I thought that coincided with all of the monitors though. Okay, Monokuma. I didn't even realize that was a door. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? Well, it's fucking locked. No luck. The door's locked. Huh. What if you used a key to open this door? I don't think it would be that easy though. Let's give it a try. Yeah, that's what I thought. Won't even fit.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Well, that's what we think anyway. Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Tina's right. The mastermind's gone. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
You know? Huh?
Oh. What's wrong? Goodness for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there, I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all I gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the...
What the heck?
And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time? They really thought they could get away with it.
Huh?
What did I say? What did I say? I knew it. Fucking... This is... It's food coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird.
But...
This TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel? Oh yeah, good idea. Let's just give that a try. Went through each channel about one by one. But on every channel it was just us. There's a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be...
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. That was... Okay. I think you can safely say that I got jump scared. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Okay, I've got a minute, this is funny.
What?
Goodbye, you freaking bastards! Monokuma? Huh? He's supposed to be dead. Me dead? I'm freaking stupid.
What?
You're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course!
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even, it's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh, yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead, all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. Okay, Monokuma. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that.
Shing!
It's almost time to cut off your past self full of hope and begin to despair of this future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going?
Let me out of here!
Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all that bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff that you won't like about life no matter where you are. I mean, to be fair, that's kinda true. This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean that you're in despair?
Well now.
I'm pipped out from all that cat laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. But there's a point to this.
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you all about it. A TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
huh?
What does that mean, though?
What the heck? Unbelievable.
Oh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you then.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular... I don't even know how to react to that. I don't even know how to react to that.
Extreme!
This killing game is being... I love how he just repeats the same thing. Doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the word, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. That's life? That's the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
That's...
It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Phew!
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that. All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves easy mode. Are you being for real right now?
Of course!
I heard a kind of creaking. But the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. Well, I'll tell you, I knew we were being lured here, I knew it. Why would I do any of that without reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
what are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
yes indeed!
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? It's like, you know what? It's watching TV and seeing people go through pain and suffering for people's entertainment. Why come and help when you're being entertained? Oh my god. Don't you think it's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be!
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. That's something all you need. That's something you all need to remember first, right?
Of course!
Duh. Yeah, duh. There's the little business of... Our pre-recorded message from Monokuma.
A body has been discovered!
Hmm?
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial? Do you mean?
It's the Monokuma file! Heart-pounding excitement!
Things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't even know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. And understanding everything was just pure entertainment, and how's still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally, we could get out of here. What did she say about Clash Trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that's the obvious part. Yeah, Clash Trial, is it? Yeah, but it means someone has been found dead, but the only body that was found dead was that body, but it exploded, so... I mean, yes, it was found by us, but why wouldn't Monokuma have said that earlier? Okay. Then again, I mean, we all know that the Monokuma announcement is a recording, so... Again, why wouldn't it have done that announcement when we noticed the body earlier? It's just, okay. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Culprit? Of who? Am I missing something here?
What the heck?
I thought Makuro was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Karako certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind isn't dead. So naturally that body can't belong to her, so it must be Karako. There is no other possibility. Karako's? Been murdered? No, not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this... I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not, doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin.
But...
If we're gonna have a clash trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
It must be... someone participating in our school life. One of us? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal... Struck in the head! The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old! So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice, I have to investigate. have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I need to find out what happened, or else we're dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. I love how we're just like immediately here. Okay, well first of all, before the game starts forcing us to do things without us wanting to do anything, I'm gonna save. And I'm going to take a break. And we'll be back in a moment. Alright everybody, we're backsies. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do, and that's investigate. I'm guessing that I just speak to people and ask questions, right? Good timing, Mikado. I want to... Okay. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi. Haven't I been with you guys the entire time? Why do I need an alibi? Why do you want to hear my alibi? Shouldn't you technically within a... Okay, you know what? Let's just alibi?
in other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. If it was after nighttime and not during nighttime, then why are you asking the question about what I was doing during nighttime then? How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the... Okay. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Right. Hiro has been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the... But you're saying that the murder took place after nighttime, not during. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get... Okay. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. Which I'm still flabbergasted about, because... How does that just, like, happen? And apparently... Monokuma planned for it to happen, or let it happen, which is boggling my mind. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom. Probably not the most ideal thing to do. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Coco. I just said Coco, I meant Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. Yeah, I'm very much aware you tried to get into my room.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? In my room, asleep, you know? Feeling ill, as I literally just said. I'm telling you the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... I mean, that's the only one that you're gonna get, because, like... Yeah, okay, nobody is able to corroborate, but what else can I do for you? The only thing that you can do is, like, scan my brain, but I don't even think you have that technology around in this vicinity for you to use to scan my brain to let you know that I'm telling you the fucking truth. Anyway. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. Apparently so. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Well, within a case, it kinda is. I'm not entirely sure how that's a Byakuya's account. I guess that discussion counts as an account. Not sure why, but okay. Well, Hina, hi there. Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Well, I wouldn't say coat, but I would say like cloth as clothing, even though cloth is sort of short for clothing. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touching it, to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Well, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helps me remember a lot too. So thank you too. I will admit, talking out loud about something does make it a little bit better to remember something, because if you just keep it in your mind, sometimes like the memories are a bit fragmented, so when you're talking out loud, even just literally out loud, the memories can sort of come flooding back to you. Well, I guess we got Hero next. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
For serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found. Huh? I should look back on what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monogama's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock. As usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Pina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Then Toko went to the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. That was about like that was about 9 o'clock. What time is it? Yeah, 9 o'clock. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, that's my job done. That's a pretty small job. Okay, well, who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. At least that's better than the usual rubbish that comes out of her mouth towards Byakuya, or literally anyone else. Right, okay, what about this? Panel that controls the sprinklers. It says to turn on at 7:30 every morning. So when the announcement happens, and Monica said that the time positively couldn't be changed. Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place after 7:30, right? I'm thinking that's what Makoto was about to say. Maybe we should check the chickens? There was 5, wasn't there?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, very glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? There are precisely 5. Yeah, right?
Huh?
Ooh, what's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
But
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then.
what?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the restaurant. Maybe.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I mean, I kinda like that perspective. Not sure if it aligns with what's currently happening, but I like that perspective. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? What could possibly make you say that? Well, next of all, we've got the shed as well. This is like the only other place that needs to be looked. I mean, the pickaxe is still here. Rusty, dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. A tarp? Was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. I nearly thought I said the undertale. The underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the top is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Me too. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. I guess... Yeah, I guess we're done here then. But apparently we're not done in here. Oh, wait, we've got more things. Looks like fragments of something. They're all burned, so I can't really be sure. But I feel like I've seen something like it before. It feels like that it's... No, it can't be the target practice room, right? Where we saw Coco. No, I don't think we saw her in there last. But the room, yeah, the target practice room, right? But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. But hold on, like, I'm literally you. Could you like give me some information, please? Well, first of all, survival knife here. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? Must be the knife that was stuck in the... And here I thought he was going to say me something else. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. Said the knife went all the way through the body from... That's a pretty long knife then. Does that mean this knife is what? Probably, yeah. Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Oh, well, we're finally getting into that part of the thought now. Is this? That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird now. There are just too many strange coincidences. Because it wasn't really a dream. Well, to be fair, I actually have no idea if it was a dream or not. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding the knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. Could you imagine if, for some whatever reason, they did that to themselves? Rather than being murdered. Could it be the same scenario as Sakura, but instead of poisoning herself, this person stabbed himself? Maybe. Maybe it's just another case of murder though. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the... You grabbed the knife? And maybe then You know what, I was just thinking, when we was in the stream, or when we was in whatever the scenario was, and then it all went to black, but I think we like heard some things, and in my mind I was thinking, Makoto, you did not just do something, did you? You did not just cause a certain thing to happen, did you? But I think that's what they're kind of suggesting here. It'd be interesting, very interesting if somehow that was the case. I don't think so, because maybe the murder did... I don't know. We'll just see how this goes. And if this really is Coco, it would mean... Here's the thing though, they both the masked individual and Coco sort of showed up relatively at the same time. So was that the game trying to suggest to us that they're the same person? This whole thing is just weird. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. Imagine if like you've been like, no, I was gonna say poisoned, but maybe not poisoned, but you were like drugged to have implanted dreams, or implanted like, yeah, like you're being projected something to make you think a certain thing, a certain way. Maybe this is what that is, but my only question is, if somehow Makoto was drugged because, you know, of feeling ill during sleeping, how did we get drugged that way? How did that happen? Interesting. No, it can't be. There's no way. I will admit, this one is getting... This one... I feel like this chapter might actually be starting to become like my favorite chapter. Only just because of like how different and interesting it is. Because all of the other chapters have like, you know, had deaths of someone that we know about, but this one is like just totally different, and I think that's what I kind of like about it. Because I mean, of course, like there's gonna be people who like different chapters for different reasons, like, you know, because of handling a certain character or how an event was handled, or maybe they just like the trial because, you know, it got them thinking. I don't know, but I think that chapter 5 is starting to become my favorite one, just because of just how different it is to the rest of them. But we'll just see how the rest of the chapter goes. And apparently we still can't even leave. Wait. We still got that thing up there, don't we? But also, hang on. We've got the music, but we don't have the garden atmosphere anymore. Wait. That's weird why the garden atmosphere just like stopped. Okay, well, let's have a look at this. The monokuma flower, right, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and peat? Imagine if that ate up the masked individual. I don't think that's going to be the case, but that would be funny. Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. Why can I not, like, leave, though? Like, there's nothing else. And I was gonna, like, talk to Bakuya again?
In other words...
Okay. Okay, what about Hiro, though? Wait, is it gonna be the same thing with Hiro? But I can't leave. Do I look at the body again? I look at the body more thoroughly. Maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kako or not. Oh, right, I didn't realize that we didn't fully do this. Okay. Huh? there's something weird about the body's fingernails. Fake fingernails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Not that I've not paid attention to, you know, very small details like this on anyone that we know of. But okay, I think, yeah, this does obviously confirm that it's a feminine individual, just because of, like, the fingernails. It, you know, represents femininity. But yeah, I still don't think it's Kako though. There's also something on the back of her hand, right hand. Tattoo? It got burnt, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Well, let's look at the whole body, I guess. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. What do you mean? The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't. That's it? I mean, I would assume that all of it would be wet if you poured a bucket all over it, right? There's nothing strange about that. I would say that there is something strange about that, Makoto. Upper half of the body got set on fire and the explosion is totally blackened. The top half of the body is wet. Because it got set on fire and I threw the water on it. Since I only threw the water on the part that was on fire, the top half. But surely, like, it would spread though, right? It would spread across. I mean, maybe I don't know how water works, but I just assumed that it would spread across regardless of, like, where you pour it. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Okay, well, now I can exit that. So can I exit this room now? Oh, I think I've checked everything I need to in this area. But I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. That fragment. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? But, like, why would it be? That's my question, like, why would it be? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Kyoko was never really the person to harm anyone. She's into mysteries, solving them. She's not. I mean, unless she was under, like, dire urgency to, like, defend herself, she's not the type of person to, like, harm anyone. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room, Byakuya has it. Don't have a choice, I have to see if he will let me borrow her room key. Imagine if he doesn't have it anymore. For whatever reason. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it. Later, at the class trial. Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kako's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Do we have to? Then... will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. You just can't stop being a nightmare to deal with, can you?
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you. I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime I should look around elsewhere. Maybe I should check out that one area. I agree. Yeah, okay. So I assume that area that Makoto's talking about is literally in here, right? Because, like, I can't think of where else. Okay, maybe not. I thought it would be in here, but... Okay, well, at least I tried with this area, though. So I'm not entirely sure where else. Wait, I need to... Truth bullets, right? No. Wait, actually, no. It's the right one. Okay. So, there were bits of charred dead press near the body. It seems familiar to something that was seen earlier. I'm not entirely sure then. Okay, so we've got this room. I don't think any of this is going to be connected to... Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything to do with this room. You know, I just kind of wish that Makoto would just, like, give me a hint. Unless... Is the hint on the map? I don't think it would be. Wait. Okay, so they're all in the... Oh yeah, Baku is going to be somewhere else, okay. So, data center. I mean, I could try down here. Oh wait, this is the... No, let's not be here. Wait, why is there an Wait, why is there an... Why is there an exclamation point in here? Oh. Oh right, okay, so yeah, the Monokuma... Okay. Monokuma is laying dismantled on the floor, but... I figured they wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. This one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. Bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. I found in the garden... Wait. So, they dismantled the bomb. So then, the bomb was placed into that individual, right? That's gotta be it. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kako's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Bakuya. Bro, didn't he, like, leave the garden? Wait, Bakuya is still here? Wait. Bakuya was not there. Why did he disappear and then that just doesn't make sense. But okay, let's just talk to Bakuya then. You think you can go soon, Bakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out... Fine. Wait for me. Bakuya walked off with a second glance and I hurried after him. Well then, here we go. Take out the key and sit into the keyhole and then... And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. Don't like this idea, but... Not gonna lie, I legit thought that was Coco. I legit thought that was Coco, and I was like... But okay, she's... Okay. Ooh, okay, hi there. Something on the table. Woodblock decoration. It looks like it's part of like a puzzle game.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I actually had no idea about this. I wouldn't know. I've never gone. I'm with Baku here. I've never gone to a public bathhouse myself. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture. What are you trying to say, Makoto?
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? Like what? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. Dojo? Okay. Got the bed. Here's her bed. Don't see anything interesting here. At least not as far as the case is concerned. What about the I guess that's it. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry, but I mean, if it's to do with the case, then shouldn't we look everywhere though? Kind of a bit stupid enough to look in an area because of something like that, but okay.
What?
You wanted to come in here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular, I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Cargo.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed to no matter how much time... Okay. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Yes, let's bury Baku in some concrete. Oh, I know. Oh yeah, Coco gave me something. What's this?
It's true.
I'm gonna open it. But we don't even know what's happened to you. We don't even know. We're only assuming. We don't even... I'm sure I have it somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Coco gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
She meant about her, not about like literally anything. Love how we're just obeying Barakuya because I guess it's necessary to do. What's inside? A single piece of paper. Under the sheets?
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, looks like it. What could it be? Under the sheets. The bed? Could be hidden. Could something be hidden underneath the bed sheets? Pardon me, didn't expect to find anything, but as soon as I lift up the sheets. What's this? Common piece of paper. Student registry. Mikuro Ikusaba, sex female.
I see.
It appears to be Mikuro's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kako saw when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. That's just so annoying. But I'll tell you, it was a key and... Right. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kako said that death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your fucking search, for fuck's sakes. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together and then looked down at the profile sheet. Okay. Okay. Ultimate soldier, so not just despair. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. I'm sorry, but this just reminds me of like Chris Redfield from Resident Evil. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese. Why? Because we don't know anything about Kyoko. Why is my brain going towards Kyoko actually being Mukuro? But Kyoko just doesn't remember. Or maybe there's like another split personality. But this one's like it is controllable. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she had been kidnapped, but that she'd received battle training out of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Okay. I was a soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just as an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Do you recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers, but they do have their uses. They always get the job done. That's worth. Reminds me a little bit of Umbrella. This is a part of a world totally removed from the one I lived in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard about that says Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player and a bit players It's you!
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
You found a profile? So what if we did, huh?
Hey!
Don't freak out on
Come
me.
on now!
I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything like that. And in case you were ever wondering, don't hold it against Kaku either. Even she stole it and hid it. Even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Alright, Sakura. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know?
What?
Our rule of violations really so unforgivable. You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why, even I, as a school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in... Okay? I don't think I've ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway back when there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying...
in other words,
There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes indeed.
The only reason why he's telling us all of this is because we found her profile. That's literally the only reason he's telling us this. I thought the number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 then?
Mukuro equals 16th student, the one they watch out.
16 student Mikuro. She's part of school life? This is the one making all the regulations is.
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Well, because... like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the... So that's why. Popularity. Virality. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I just realized that this is also kind of getting a little bit meta. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes indeed.
Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back to that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hidden... No, because she likes solving mysteries. She likes to keep her own evidence off of the evidence. That's why she wears the gloves. That was pretty obvious. I don't think this is true. Even if Monokuma says it's so, I don't think it's true. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Coco wears his gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so in the back of her hand. Tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Coco wears those gloves to hide the scars. Which means... must like nails in the corpse. Are you thinking about Coco again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. Trap?
Such ignorance.
God must really have hated you to make you Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said that there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules of the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. That was me talking, whoopsie. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to the case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Bukaoko. That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed somebody, that would make her part of the school killing game. is the killer? Shiki Kryoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? On one hand, yes. In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monica May just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Isn't the culprit? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity, right? But if that's true, Monica May's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? Good point.
So in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it definitely does seem possible if that's really true. If Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure that there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? So, well, this is the dojo? This? Sure post, did they use it for training here? Okay, talk to Baku then. Hurry up and check. I'll be honest, I never even checked the locker because I didn't think you could. But just happened to be the one to the very, very, very right. Because I was looking all over the locker before, but like nothing was coming of it, so I thought, okay, you can't interact with the lockers. But lo and behold, you can, okay. There are wooden lockers here. They're used with blockers. Yep, okay. The key we found really does go to these lockers.
I see.
Do you see the locker there? Yes?
Very strange.
Right. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key that we found.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. Looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, with our bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Something else. Wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this is used for. Bloodstain?
I see.
If it is, that means that it must surely be related to the case. Duct tape is related to the case somehow. How could it possibly be involved? I think that's all of the locker has to offer for now. Something wrong?
Very strange.
Very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Bakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Oh great, this is the... You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find that out? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to? The library. The archive? That's where the archive has all kinds of info. The general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins, let's hurry. Here we go again. I believe there was a file related to the Fenrir somewhere in... Okay. Since in the archive like the back of his hand went straight to the shelf. Here we go. I think at this point, my brain is just sort of like... I'm not really that interested in the whole like history of Mikuro. So let's just see how this goes anyway. Quickly return the file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I've no idea what it says. What language is this? How'd you make it all the way to high school without learning? I know that this won't happen, but again, I really hope he dies, because every single almost every single thing that comes out of his mouth makes him the most unlikable person on planet Earth. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit harsh, because like, how is it possible to go through high school without learning a single word? I just read this as we're learning French, but I accidentally took out single words, so my bad. I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. He said learning a single word, not learning the entire French dictionary. Or whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt in... sure, whatever. An elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. When I'm entering their fierce group, also just engaging Dragon. And the single member is opponents to an entire company of various soldiers. Just like the Wolf of Ragnarok. The mere presence is enough to strike you into an enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations which are highly classified. Harrison's number they can release all legacy. At present, their existence can be confirmed. They are unconfirmed, but the key members of the group were neutralized. Members together they were killed. Taken from within the secret state acquired. Again, this reminds me so much of like the lore behind in Resident Evil, like the whole like umbrella thing. That's what it reminds me of. I'm not saying it's the exact same, but that's what it reminds me of. Somehow I believe that there was a mounting internal tension within the group. They simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. The battlefields are much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it also... whatever you say, mate. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about the name, where the name Fenrir comes from, right? The Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? The wolf. What we thought was a dog was actually a wolf. Okay. Clash trial time.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us. Organisms, the earth, natural phenomena.
Agreed.
It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
Yeah, DK.
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial!
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the clash trial.
That's right.
We'd seem that way, let's go. Okay, so chapter 5 clash trial. Obviously that's going to be in the next video. So far, once again, I have liked this chapter, and then I started to dislike it. I started to got like in bed with Barry again. Like, I'm sorry, but I probably would have taken that information in a bit better if it was with like another character, like maybe Hina or even Kaoko. But Bakuya, just like... Anyway, the class trial is probably going to be like about 2 to 3 hours. So yeah, I'm going to dedicate like another whole video to that, and I am definitely interested to see how that goes. And the fact that the victim is very likely to be Kako, what a way to go out. What a way to go out. Okay, well, anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys for the Clash trial. Peace out, everybody.